Right, hello. This video is to show you how to work out to break even for a company or business where you've got more than one product. Here we've got different product types, A, B, C and D. Different types of room you can see here. Type D is an expensive room, type A is a very cheap room. And what we've got is all of these different products are sharing the same fixed cost. So we've just got to do something slightly different before we get to the normal break-even calculation. The thing we've got to do is first of all calculate the contribution. There's your contribution, revenue, rate per night, that's the revenue minus the variable cost. That's your contribution. And I've transferred that to this table just a bit below here. So we've got the same contributions there here, right? And the same numbers of rooms. This is like the target or the expected number of rooms that we'll be selling per month. So what we do now to get the average, we want the average contribution. We've got 4 products, they've all got different contributions, we want the average. You can't just add these contributions up, you can't add them together and divide by 4 because that wouldn't be taking into account the weighting. And of course you can see here type A, the cheap rooms, we sell a lot of those, so the contribution from that type of room is going to have more importance than the contribution from the expensive room, although that's much bigger, but we don't sell many of those rooms, so that contribution is not going to be as important in the average. So all we do to do a weighted average, we multiply the number of rooms times the contribution, and that gives us a total. So 51,000 is 17 contribution times 3,000 rooms, and so on. We add up these totals to get 149,000. That's the total contribution made by selling, the total of this, by selling 5,980 rooms. That's the total number of rooms. So we've made 149,000 total contribution from selling 5,980 rooms. To get the average, we just divide the 149,000 divided by the 5,980. We get an average contribution of £24.92 per room. And you can see that that average is down in this band here between the A and B rooms because they're the ones we sell most of. We don't really sell many of the expensive rooms, so our average has got to be in that sort of area. So now we've got the average, we've got the average contribution. Now it's just a simple break even in the normal way. So to get our break even number of rooms, this is the total number of rooms we need to do to break even. It's our fixed cost divided by our average contribution. And to do that, we take the fixed costs, which were 80,000, and we divide that 80,000 by £24.92, and that will give us an answer here of 3,211 rooms. That's the break-even number of rooms total. Now we could break that down into smaller parts simply by, into the number of each type of room by looking at the percentage of each type of room that we sell. We get that percentage here, 3,000 as a percentage of 5,980, just over 50%. We do that, 3,000 divided by 5,980. That will give us the percentage of type A rooms. And you do the same thing, type B, 2,500 divided by 5,980, and so on down to get those percentages. And then we can then decide or calculate how many of each type of room, if we keep those same proportions, that is, we need to sell to break even. So that those 4 rooms numbers add up to the 3,211. Okay. Now all of this in Excel format as a spreadsheet is available on the website, so you can go in there and you can click and click, you can find out the formulas that I've used and see how that's been put together. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.